So back from another VGC guide, and this time we are looking at Inteleon. This is the special water coverage we've been waiting for. We've had to rely on Hydro Pump so far, because Scalder's gone. Might come back in the DLC, who knows. But Scalder's currently gone, and we've had to rely on Hydro Pump with shaky accuracy. This is 100% accurate. This is a strong stab special water move. So that's actually going to be pretty reasonable for Inteleon. It would have been a C otherwise, but I think that just the fact that it can do special coverage with water is going to be a good niche for it. You do want to be going with Razor Claw, in my opinion, / Scope Lens, but I always go with the fancy one, because then you get to activate your sniper. And that would be the main reason to use Inteleon as well. You can use Focus Sash because it is incredibly frail, but then you'll only get 12% crits. 50% crits is massive. That's why I do recommend Substitute on the Inteleon, because it'll act like a pseudo Focus Sash. As you are so frail, you do want to be actually surviving a hit, and being behind the Substitute will be a consistent way of doing that. You're fast enough to get it up as well. For most Pokemon will be underspeeding 120, like obviously there's Regieleki and the base 135s that there's a few of, but yeah, outspeeds most. And you'll be able to get some speed control as well with Icy Wind on top of that. You get the coverage into just grass types with this. Like, I think this is probably going to be the most consistent moveset for Inteleon, and I do think it's actually going to be pretty reasonable. Like, I have given it a B. It's definitely not going to be an A. It's not going to be like a standout in the meta, but this has got a solid niche for sure, because of the special water coverage. And Snipe Shot does a lot of damage. Like, the Sniper giving a 1.5 times boost, like, it basically gets the 2.25 times boost on a critical hit. And that's over double. It's noticeable damage. Especially if you go for Terra Water, you don't need a defensive Terror at all. That's kind of pointless because you're so frail anyway. You might as well get the extra damage. Like, for reference, if you've got something like with Rain Dance, or you get Pedipo, or like Tornadus Thunderous activating Rain Dance, Terra Water Snipe Shot with a critical hit can OHKO Cresselia. That's just the reference of how strong Inteleon can be. And that's special water coverage. That's 100% accurate. So it's absolutely a good niche for Inteleon. So it's going to be entirely reasonable to use this, especially because you can get the speed control on top of that as well. Just beware of like Regieleki and all that as well. But otherwise, I think this is just going to be an actually very solid Pokemon. And it wasn't back in the previous generation when it had access to the massive G-Max moves. So, yeah, I think this is going to be a very reasonable Pokemon for sure.